It appears that Fox host Brian Kilmeade is having some pretty tough words for Mitch McConnell when it comes to impeachment. Take a look.
So there's going to be Republicans who vote to impeach the president with just a handful of days left. And they're going to be on the Senate side if they ever get to a vote over there, because they're not going to do it before January 19th. And they're going to do it while the president's at Mar-a-Lago or wherever he decides to live, maybe Scotland. But you know that Mitt Romney's never been on board with the president. You know that Ben Sasse is almost never, unless he needs an endorsement, on with the president. Lisa Murkowski is so angry at the president that she might even switch parties. So don't expect that. But if Mitch McConnell does it, you never know how many people are going to fall in line, because you need 17 to actually impeach the president. But you can impeach him while he's on the beach or on the golf course. To me, it makes no sense. And what I'm saying is it further divides the country, not brings the country together. There are a lot of people disappointed in the election results that had nothing to do with storming the Capitol, never went to Washington, never believed that the election was a fraud, but is disappointed the president lost. How about to the tune of 75 million? Why not use this as an opportunity to define your party, Mitch McConnell, as well as unite your party, Mitch McConnell, rather than divide them?
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm a bit of a child here. When I heard Kilmeade say, "You could impeach him on the beach," instantly my brain went to like, I will impeach him on a boat. I will impeach him with a goat. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, so let's get to substance. All right. So now, why would Mitch McConnell be open to impeachment? Now, right now, Mitch McConnell says, we're not going to take this up. The House just voted to impeach the president. 10 Republicans joined with the Democrats. So more or less party line vote with some Republicans crossing over. That's good. But like, the Senate's not going to take it up. The Senate doesn't plan on taking it up until after Biden's inauguration. So they kind of put the stop on that. But why would Mitch McConnell then still actually be open to impeachment even after Donald Trump leaves? Well, let me take a stab at this, because I think I got an explanation for you. The monies. It's all about the monies. Yesterday, I did a report where there are a lot of businesses that have promised to stop giving money to Republicans, mainly Republican Party candidates, following the Capitol insurrection. These are the ones that voted to not certify Biden's election. Okay, so there's some pretty big names here. You've got Coca-Cola, IBM, ExxonMobil, Goldman Sachs, American Express, Visa, Apple, Facebook, and the list goes on and on and on, and on, right? So now Mitch McConnell, anybody who knows Mitch McConnell knows that Mitch McConnell likes the monies. Mitch McConnell wants to keep getting the monies because the monies wins elections, okay? Elections are what give Mitch McConnell his power. So it doesn't always work out like that. But generally, the more monies you tend to have, the more better chance you have to win your elections when it comes to the Senate. House is a little bit different. General elections are also a little bit different because of the free advertising. But generally, the more monies you have, the more chances you have of winning the elections because of the monies. So understand, you take away the monies, you take away Mitch McConnell's power, which is why, of course, I would like to get all the money out of politics. I think it's the best way. Publicly fund elections, take the private money, take the corporate money, take the union money, get it all out so that we can have publicly funded elections that are, responsive to the people, so that you don't have these big donors that are buying our politicians, which creates the problem of not being represented in government in the first place. So, and that also, by the way, disempowers both Republicans and corporate Democrats when you get rid of the monies. So, anyway, there's that. So now for Mitch McConnell, there is no way in hell, I should say, that he would give up his power for Donald Trump. With the people that have dropped, the companies that have dropped support for Republicans that support Donald Trump, he's like, no, it's unacceptable. That means we're going to dump Trump immediately. And look, the Republican establishment has already lost greatly under Donald Trump in this election. In the last two elections, actually, in the midterms, Republicans got wiped out, especially in the House of Representatives. And even in this past election, where Republicans made some gains in the House of Representatives, you still have Democratic control in the House. And of course, you have a 50-50 Senate with Kamala Harris as the tiebreaker. So generally, effectively, this gives control of the Senate over to the Democrats. So now that is a big problem. That actually underscores a big problem with the Republican Party. They're the party of Donald Trump. Mitch McConnell, he cannot change course from that without losing the base that generally is in very much favor of Donald Trump. Over 72% of Republicans approve Donald Trump, and over 40% of Republicans want to see him run in 2024. Now, Mitch McConnell doesn't want to split the party along these lines. But also, I don't think he wants to have Trump run in 2024 because of the fact that it's very likely that he could lose another election. And so that 2024 run is something that Trump's already said that he's interested in doing. And being impeached and removed, even after Biden assumes power, takes power, well, that would prevent Donald Trump from being able to run for public office ever again. And so now that would be good for Mitch McConnell because that would prevent his party from being wiped out by another divisive Trump run. Of course, that's assuming, it's a big assumption, that Donald Trump could win another Republican primary. But with the support that he has with the base, that is certainly possible. So now, the thing about Trump, too, is that, look, if Joe Biden was able to beat Donald Trump, and you know how excited we are about Joe Biden on this show, if Democrats had put someone actually exciting against Donald Trump, like Bernie Sanders, it would have been a complete blowout, would have been huge. Instead, yes, we still had a win, but it was a small win. It was tight in some places, in some of the key states, which allowed, of course, the president to challenge those votes. But for McConnell, understand that I don't envy his position, but again, nobody deserves to be in that position more than Mitch McConnell. And so now, I've got some news. I told you this already. Mitch McConnell has refused to do a quick session on impeachment before Biden takes office. So now, that means Donald Trump's going to serve out his final days. And it gives McConnell breathing room, more importantly, to try to make his party, I think, forget about Donald Trump, and then maybe taking up impeachment quietly a little bit later to disqualify Donald Trump from running in 2024. We don't know when that's going to happen, and of course, that's my conjecture. I'm not sure if that's the way it's going to go. We're going to have to see, but as you can see so far, he's not going to take up impeachment. And so it appears right now that McConnell's going to take the advice of one Brian Kilmeade and not split the party up, at least right now. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.